Seth, other than, I don't even know that there's a relevant answer. Like, I was going to ask you, other than Deshaun Watson, what are you looking forward to at practice tomorrow? It's Deshaun and everything else, right?
I'm honestly looking forward to watching the linebackers play, which sounds like a weird thing because Zach Cunningham's the one notable linebacker right now. Whitney Merciless is going to be a defensive end. Now Whitney could play Sam linebacker Whitney's still got a certain amount of versatility to him, depending on what he looks like physically when he shows up.
I'll be looking for that, actually.
Yeah, because last year he did not look like he could have played Sam linebacker in a 4-3.
No.
But maybe if he's coming back svelter. But I think there's some position changes that are interesting. But Zach Cunningham, I don't want to get too technical about this, but in a Lovie Smith defense, in an old school Tampa 2 defense, the middle linebacker is very, very important because they ask a lot out of him in pass coverage. These days, with teams that want to run a lot of that same style of defense, they end up having a safety play elements of that position. They're in a nickel defense, and a safety ends up playing a lot of the things that the old middle linebacker used to. If your middle linebacker can do it, and Zach Cunningham is athletic enough to be able to do it, it can do a lot for your team to get back to some level of respectability. This is also really then a big year for Zach Cunningham because as athletic as he is, as much as I love watching him run sideline to sideline, he fixed up his tackling issues midway through last year. He's been a disappointment in pass coverage. And one thing that Lovie Smith will do, I know guys that have played for Lovie Smith, is that they drill and drill and drill their linebackers in all of their responsibilities in the passing game. And I think Zach Cunningham will get better at pass coverage. It's just a matter of, okay, if he can play up to his athleticism, then all of a sudden Lovie Smith can do some things with his defense that are pretty good. If they don't, then all of a sudden they got to mix and match, and it'll expose some of the other weaknesses on this defense. So I'm going to be watching Zach Cunningham a lot this preseason.
Cunningham's issues are not physical when it comes to the pass coverage part, right? I mean, he's got the athleticism to do it.
Right, and a lot of it is sometimes simply just flat out really knowing his zone responsibilities, because there are times where you might get mad at one of the Texans safeties because it feels like, oh my gosh, how could you just let that guy be wide open in front of you? Sometimes with the Texans, it's been because the linebackers aren't getting enough depth in their drops. Like Lovie Smith doesn't allow that. This is what he majors in, is zone coverages and being really good at it. And they play more man than they used to. Like, I don't want to overly generalize, but if this defense is going to be good, it's going to be because they're getting a lot better at zone coverage, and Zach Cunningham is a huge part of that.
Yeah.